What's up everybody, I'm Logan from Sleepopolis.com and today I'll be reviewing the Propel mattress. I'm going to go over the support level of the bed, what it's made of, run some tests, and give my pros and cons. But first, let's talk about what the Propel feels like. Now the first thing I like to talk about with a mattress is the support level or feel of it. So with the Propel here, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10 on the firmness scale, 10 being the firmest. That's gonna put it just a hair to the softer side of a medium firmness. So when I'm lying on my back, I can already feel myself sinking into the mattress a little bit. You know, it doesn't have the memory foam comfort layer, so you're not gonna get the contouring, that hug around your body you might be expecting when you sink into a mattress. We'll go over the materials a little later on in the review, but you know, you do actually sink in just a little bit while on your back. When you're rolling around, changing positions, the Propel is really, really bouncy. There's quick response to pressure from the comfort layer of the foams, and there's also springs in the mattress as well, so it gives a lot of bounce. You're able to change positions really easily. You don't feel stuck when you're rolling around changing positions, so that's a big plus for the Propel here. When I roll onto my side, I found that it did a really good job of allowing me to sink in so that my shoulders, my hips didn't have any pressure points forming. That's really important for the side sleepers out there. We'll put a pressure map down on top of the mattress later on in the review so we can get a better look at what that means in terms of pressure point formation, but I gotta say, I do think the Propel would be a good choice for the side sleepers out there. Now as I roll onto my stomach, it's kind of the opposite. Stomach sleepers are going to want to look for really firm support to keep their hips from sinking into the mattress, to keep your spine line in a good position. I did feel like my hips were sinking in a bit on the Propel, so if you are a strict stomach sleeper, or if you're a little bit on the heavier side, I don't think you're gonna find the support level you need here on the Propel mattress. But to give you a better idea of what's going on here with the Propel mattress, I've cut open the back of it so you can see the materials used and the layers of it. First up, I do want to talk about the cover. It's got this phase change material in it, and basically what that does is it makes it this cool to the touch feeling, so it's going to help you sleep a bit cooler. That's really great if you're someone who tends to overheat during the middle of the night. Now right below that we have the comfort layer of the mattress. It's got kind of that softer to medium firm that I was talking about before. It's a copper flex layer is what they call it. It's this latex alternative, so it's got the quick response to pressure. You can see it also has these copper infusions in it. Now what that does is it helps to draw heat away from the sleeper, helps you sleep a bit cooler. That's a nice touch. Below that, we have this layer of foam. It's kind of a transition layer, so it's a bit firmer than the one on top of it. It's called Energex foam. Again, a latex alternative foam, so it's pretty breathable. Also has that quick response to pressure, so with these top layers, what we're seeing here is a focus on cooling and quick response to pressure for a little bit of bounce. Now this layer here is interesting because it is a memory foam layer. You can see that slower response to pressure. Now this far down in the mattress, you're not really gonna feel it. It will give you a little bit of extra pressure relief if you're pushing really far into the mattress, but what it really does is it kind of buffers between these transition layers on top with that quick response to pressure and the pocketed coil layer below. Now, usually if there wasn't this here, it would make it a really bouncy mattress, which would mean it'd have really high motion transfer. But I found that these softer layers and the memory foam here did a really good job kind of dulling the motion transfer on the mattress. We're going to take a closer look at that later on in the review, but that means it's going to be pretty good for couples if someone, you know, if your partner kind of tends to roll around, change positions, things like that. Then down here we have a pocketed coil layer for support, so that's going to give you the support of the mattress, keep your spinal line in a good position. It's also going to give you a lot of bounce to the mattress. It is a hybrid build, so it's that combination of foam and coil layers. Down here at the base we do have high density polyfoam. Doesn't really change the feel of the mattress. It's mostly just so the pocketed coils here have something to press off of. Now, instead of just taking my word on the feel of the Propel mattress, I want to give you a more objective look on what's going on with this bed. So I ran a few tests, and the first one is the pressure map test. I lie a pressure map down on top of it, then I lay down in a few positions, and you'll see the results next to me ranging from blue for low pressure to red for high pressure. Now, lying down on my back, it's blue across the board, so nothing too interesting there. That's a good sign though. And then rolling onto my side, what we see is it's actually still pretty much blue across the board. There might be a little bit of green here or there, but that's really nothing to be concerned about. That means that you're not going to feel as jammed up at your shoulders. It's giving you enough space to sink into the mattress before you bump up against any firmer support layers. Like I said, I do find that the Propel is just a hair to the softer side of a medium firmness, so if you are a side sleeper, combo side back sleeper, I think you're going to be pretty happy here with the Propel. Rolling onto my stomach, you know, it does show blue across the board again, but that's because my weight's pretty evenly distributed, so I'm not too surprised by that result. However, I do still feel my hips sinking into the mattress, so if you're a strict stomach sleeper, I'd be careful here on the Propel. I think your back's gonna end up kind of bowing a little bit during the middle of the night. Now, another test that I run is the bounce test to see if you're going to feel stuck in the mattress, and I was pretty impressed with the level of bounce here on the Propel mattress. There's quick response to pressure from the, you know, the Energex foam and the Titan Flex foam on the top of the Propel mattress, as well as the pocketed coils, so you're not gonna feel stuck as you're rolling around, changing positions. So that's really nice for the combo sleepers out there again. And something to go along with the bounce test is my third test here, which is the motion transfer portion of the review. And basically what I do there is I put a seismometer down on one side of the mattress where you might be sleeping, and on the other side of the mattress where, you know, if you share your mattress, where your partner might be sleeping, I drop a 10-pound steel ball from heights of 4, 8, and 12 inches, simulate someone kind of getting into and out of bed, rolling around in the middle of the night, and then the seismometer tracks the disturbance transferred across the mattress with each of those drops. I gotta say, I was really impressed with the Propel's ability to isolate that motion transfer. Usually with bouncy mattresses, you see really high spikes of motion. However, with the Propel, it stays pretty low. It isolates the motion really well. So that means if your partner kind of rolls around in the middle of the night, adjusts their position quite a bit, you probably won't feel it on your side of the mattress. That's a big plus for the couples out there. Now, before I end the review, I do want to give you some pros and cons for the Propel mattress. First up, reasons I would recommend it to you is that it sleeps really cool. It's got that phase change material in the cover, so it's got a cool to the touch feeling. The foams that are directly underneath it, the kind of comfort and transition layer, do a good job of dispersing that body heat to help you sleep a bit cooler. And also the hybrid nature of the mattress does help it sleep a little bit cooler because of the breathability. So overall, I found that the Propel did a great job of sleeping cool through the night. The second reason I would recommend it to you is if you are a side combo sleeper in general. You know, I found that it had that softer medium firmness to it, so it was really nice when I was laying on my side. We saw the pressure mat portion of the review that there weren't any specific pressure points in that position. Also, the great bounce means you can roll around, change position without feeling stuck in the mattress. And finally, I would recommend it to the couples out there. I was really impressed with its ability to isolate motion transfer, especially for a bouncy mattress such as this one. So if you do have, you know, if you do share your bed with someone who changes position during the middle of the night quite a bit, you should feel okay and be able to rest through the night on your side of the mattress. Now, some of my cons, complaints, reasons you shouldn't buy this mattress is if you are a strict stomach sleeper. Again, I felt my hips sinking into the mattress a little bit, and that's something you really want to be careful of if you're sleeping on your stomach, because your back will kind of bow like that, wake up with some aches and pains in that area. Also, I would be careful for the heavy folks out there. If you are 250, 300 pounds, you're not going to get the support level you need out of the Propel mattress. Now, if you are interested in purchasing a Propel mattress, I want to give you some basic information on that process. First up, there is a 120-night trial period, so you can have it in your home for about 4 months, deciding whether you want to keep it or send it back. There is a 10-year warranty. That's kind of the standard online bed-in-a-box warranty. Shipping is for free, and it will ship compressed in a box. And in terms of price, it ranges from $499 up to $1,249. So that's it for my review of the Propel mattress. If there's anything I didn't cover, just leave a comment below. Now, if the Propel is actually not for you, you should know that it is made by Brooklyn Bedding, and they make a whole line of other mattresses that we've reviewed, so you can Google Brooklyn Bedding mattress review and Sleepopolis to see the listing there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any of our sleep news or giveaway announcements, and check out sleepopolis.com for all of your sleep needs.